Welcome to the Deep Dive. We take sources, find the core insights, and basically give you a shortcut to understanding what really matters.
Yep, cutting through the noise.
So, today we're wrestling with a pretty big question.
Yeah.
What if the things you're hoping for, that future you can't quite picture yet?
Hmm.
What if it's already reachable?
Mm.
If you just knew how to tap into belief in the right way. We're diving into this idea that faith, it's not just sitting back and thinking, it's active, a force.
It really is. And for this deep dive, we looked at a message from Pastor Matt Erdos at LWCC. This was back on Sunday, July 20, 2025.
Yeah.
Really encouraging stuff. The title was The Unwavering Power of Active Faith. He took biblical ideas and really showed how they connect to, well, us right now.
And that's our mission today, right?
Okay.
To unpack what active faith really looks like for you, how it plays out day to day.
Exactly.
I want to pull out some maybe surprising insights and some real practical things you can use from Pastor Matt's message.
Yeah. The goal is you walk away with, say, 3 clear, actionable points. Things that can make a difference, like today.
All right, let's get into it then. Where did Pastor Matt start?
Well, he grounded it all in a definition lots of people know, but maybe don't fully get. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1.
Ah, the classic.
Right. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. He pointed out this chapter, Hebrews 11. It's often called the Hall of Faith.
Yeah, full of examples.
Exactly. Example after example of people who lived by that verse.
Okay, so standard starting point. But how did he make it practical? You said it was practical.
He did. Right away, he dropped this core idea. Faith equals trust. Simple as that.
Faith equals trust. Okay.
And he told this story to make it stick. Picture this. A widow, first time ever on an airplane. Ever.
Oh, wow, that'd be nerve-wracking.
Totally. And she was so nervous, so unsure, that she literally spent the entire flight kind of hovering over her seat, not really sitting down fully.
No way. Hovering.
Yeah. Can you imagine? She landed, her legs were killing her. She thought it was jet lag.
But it wasn't.
Nope. Pastor Matt's point was she didn't actually trust the plane. She didn't put her full weight, her full faith into the thing designed to carry her.
Wow. That hits home, actually. Because how often do we do that? Hovering over God's promises.
That's exactly the connection he made. We're often like her, afraid to fully commit, to really let go and trust him.
We let the world, the stress, whatever, keep us from just putting our full weight into his plan.
Exactly. He really emphasized that it's that trust, that complete reliance that builds the firm foundation. Letting go of the hovering and just resting in his promises, trusting they'll hold you.
Settling in, not hovering. I like that.
It's a real shift, isn't it? From just believing about God to actively trusting him. That's where active faith really starts.
Okay, that flows perfectly into the first major point we pulled out. Something really key for you listening. Faith must be active to grow. Action is obedience.
Yes. He was super clear on this. Faith isn't just, an idea in your head. It needs action, tangible stuff.
He even said pretty bluntly, without action, your faith is dead.
He did, and then boom, right back to Hebrews 11, those heroes of faith. He showed what active trust looked like for them.
Like Noah.
Like Noah. By faith, prepared an ark. He didn't just think a flood might come. He grabbed tools and built this enormous thing in a world that had never even seen rain.
That's crazy faith right there.
Totally. Or Abraham. God says go. Abraham goes, doesn't even know where he's heading, just steps out on trust. Sarah, too, way past childbearing age, but she received power to conceive. Her faith wasn't passive wishing. It, positioned her for a miracle.
And Jericho, the walls falling down.
Right. Marching around a city for 7 days seems ridiculous, right? But they obeyed, they acted, and the walls came down. Action.
So these people, they didn't just hope for something different. They acted their faith into reality.
That's it. And Pastor Matt tied it straight to us. He said, just like them, we live by the invisible today. If we trust God, our faith and obedience can genuinely change lives.
He brought up 1 John 5.4 too, right?
Yeah.
About overcoming the world through faith.
He did. For everyone who has been born of God overcomes the world. And this is the victory that has overcome the world, our faith. Overcoming means pushing past the doubts, the limits the world throws at you because you're leaning into something bigger.
He used another analogy too, didn't he? Something about a farmer.
Yeah, a simple one. Imagine a farmer buys a field. Great field. But he never plants anything.
Then nothing grows, obviously.
Obviously. Will it produce kingdom fruit, as Pastor Matt put it? Good results? No. You need action for a harvest. We have to, put our hand to the plow in our own lives. So something.
Makes sense. And the story of the two sons, that fits here too.
Perfectly. Matthew 21. Father asks both sons to work in the vineyard. First son says, nah, but then he feels bad or thinks better of it and goes.
Okay.
Second son says, sure, Dad, absolutely, but never shows up.
So who really did the father's will?
The first one. The one who acted even after initially refusing. Pastor Matt said that showed conviction of things not seen and a real work ethic. Actions over words.
Tied it to that verse in Thessalonians.
Yeah.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Exactly. 2 Thessalonians 3-point men. It's not just about saying the right things.
So faith comes from hearing God's word, like
Yeah.
Romans 10.1c phase.
Right? Hearing sparks the faith.
But then you absolutely have to put it into practice. Can't just sit in a pew on Sunday morning and wish you'd grow spiritually.
Nope. Without putting his hand to the plow, there is no fruit for the harvest. That's how Pastor Matt put it.
He mentioned James too, right? About saying be well, but not giving food or clothes.
Yeah, James chapter 2. It drives home that faith without corresponding action. Well, it's useless. It has to produce something real.
Okay, so faith is trust, and it demands action. What else? What's the next layer?
Well, this leads right into the second key point. Faith must be intentionally spoken.
Spoken, so not just actions, but words too.
Words, too. Pastor Matt really emphasized that there's incredible power in your words. Transformative power.
How so?
Think about it. God spoke everything into existence. The universe, life itself. He spoke it.
Okay.
And we're made in his image. So our words carry a similar, maybe smaller, but still real creative potential. It's something we often forget when we're just chatting.
So our words aren't just noise, just air, as he put it.
Definitely not. They have weight. Purpose. He quoted Proverbs 18.21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits.
Wow.
Death and life.
That's serious.
It really is. What we speak, declare, confess, it matters. It can build up or tear down, create possibilities or shut them down.
Did he give an example of this? Spoken faith.
He used his own vision for the church, for LWCC. He's not just dreaming about community growth or building projects or new sanctuary. He's speaking it.
Yeah.
Declaring it in faith.
So it's like calling things that are not as though they were.
Kind of, yeah. Actively declaring a future you're trusting God for. It's not just wishful thinking, it's a faith declaration.
Okay. And how do we protect ourselves or equip ourselves for this? He mentioned the shield of faith.
Yes, Ephesians 6.16, part of the armor of God, its job, to extinguish all the flaming darts of the evil one.
Flaming darts. What are those, really? Doubts. Negative thoughts.
Exactly. The lies, the discouragement, the you can't do this thoughts that life throws at you. And how do you get the shield ready?
Let me guess. By being active in hearing.
You got it. Ties right back to point one. It's equipped through active faith, through hearing and applying God's word. And he stressed its effectiveness is proven. It works.
So when life starts throwing those darts, those negative words or thoughts.
You raise the shield. You extinguish them with your faith. He really pushed back on faith being just something you, consume passively.
Right, not just listening to a sermon.
No, it's a tool to move you closer to God, to transform things, and even to show others what you believe by how you live and speak.
And speaking God's word into situations. That's how things change, like moving mountains.
That's what he was getting at. Declaring God's truth over your circumstances, speaking it out in faith, that's how breakthroughs happen, how overcoming looks in real life.
You mentioned praise, too.
Yeah, praise is a big part of it. Praising God, even when things are tough, fuels your faith and shifts the atmosphere. Your words of faith and praise are powerful.
Okay, active faith, spoken faith. What's the third piece?
The third key insight is crucial. Faith can't stop at a Sunday morning sermon or a seminar.
So it's not just a one-off event.
Exactly. He talked about how in our culture, church or faith can sometimes feel like another thing to consume. You try it, maybe get a little boost, but then move on if it doesn't give you an instant fix.
Yeah, I could see that. So what's the point then? If faith is active, spoken, and ongoing, what does it actually produce? What's the outcome?
The ultimate outcome. Faith is pleasing to God. He went back to Hebrews 11, verse 6 this time.
Okay, what does that say?
And without faith, it is impossible to please him. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him.
Impossible to please him without faith.
Wow.
It's fundamental.
Yeah.
And he added a warning. Speaking doubt will remove the pleasure of the Father. Our words, our stance of faith or doubt, directly impacts that relationship.
So God isn't just looking for us to agree. He exists. He's looking for active trust, demonstrated faith.
That's the heart of it. And when your faith is strong, when you're living this out, Pastor Matt used this image. It's like waving a banner that gets God's attention.
Waving a banner, how so?
It signals, hey, here's someone I can work through, someone I can be mighty through. He referenced 2 Chronicles 16:9.
Which it says.
For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to give strong support to those whose heart is blameless toward him. God is actively looking to strongly support those with that kind of active, trusting heart.
So strong faith attracts God's attention and his support.
Yes. And the Peter walking on water story?
Yeah.
Perfect example. All right, Matthew 14, he steps out of the boat.
In amazing faith, responding to Jesus saying, come. He's literally doing the impossible, walking on water.
But
Then he sees the wind, the waves, gets scared, starts to sink, cries out, Lord, save me!
And Jesus grabs him.
Instantly. But Pastor Matt's point wasn't, see, Peter failed. It was about what faith really means. He said, faith doesn't mean perfect confidence. It means you keep actively moving.
Keep moving.
You keep your words intentional, speaking them. You keep trusting. Even when your knees shake, you pick up that shield. It's about the persistence, not perfection.
So even when you falter, you keep going. Keep speaking. Keep trusting. Pick up the shield again.
Exactly. It's not about being fearless. It's about acting and speaking despite the fear. That continuous effort, that's the unwavering part.
Okay, let's bring it all back together. That image of the woman on the plane.
Yeah, hovering over the seat, afraid to fully trust.
Pastor Matt's challenge using that image was so powerful. He said, some of us are still hovering over God's promises, afraid to put our full weight, our full trust in them.
But faith says,
sit down, rest, trust he's got you. Just let go of the hovering, the anxiety, and lean in.
such a great picture. And his final challenge was really a call to action for everyone listening. For you, faith is not passive. Things don't just happen. Faith is active trust.
Right. He said this week, don't just think about faith, live it.
Yeah, let someone see Jesus in you, not because you told them what you believe, but because they see you believing. Show, don't just tell.
He also mentioned this idea of a contract of faith. Like, what are you believing for?
Yeah, making it personal. What are you signing up for in faith? Is it about relationships, finances, a home, or just, going deeper with God?
What are you putting your trust in? And crucially, how are you going to act on it? Speak it out.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What am I actively trusting for, and what does that look like today, this week?
Okay, so to wrap this up, let's nail down those 3 big declarations, the key takeaways from Pastor Matt's message for you to really grab hold of.
Ready, number 1.
First, I will not hover. I will rest in God's promises.
Good.
Second, my faith is not dead. It's active, obedient, and spoken.
Active, obedient, spoken. Got it. And the third.
Third, I will trust, I will obey, I will speak. God is pleased with my faith.
Trust, obey, speak. Powerful stuff. And living these out, well, it's more than just belief, isn't it? It's a real commitment. It draws you closer to God.
Absolutely. So the question for you as we finish is, what's one step, what's one specific thing you can do this week to put that active faith into motion?
Something to really chew on.
That's all for this deep dive. Until next time, keep digging deeper.